Let's be real. In this age and era, you don't use just one AI tool. In fact, you're probably using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, or even more tools like Cloud or more advanced. And every time you switch between them, at least for these chat interfaces, you gotta restart your workflow. But what if I told you that you could have the same prompts, the same sequences, and the same workflows you already know that work, but reusable and at a disposal for any of these AI chats? And even better, that you could run it automatically. Same idea, same copy paste, just without the manual effort. Because that's the bottleneck. Hello, I'm Ignacio, the co-founder of GPT-Chain, and in this video, I'll show you how to automate workflows across all these chat interfaces without code, without APIs, very much easily with the tools you already know, basically these ones, and for a fraction of the cost of using those expensive and token-burning tools. Just because we'll be using GPT-Chain. Let's go. But before I can explain you how to automate on top of these chat interfaces, I can explain you about GPT-Chain. That is this tool that we're going to use that is basically an automation framework that lets you automate those chat interfaces and, well, have prompt sequences run on top of them. And for the latest version, that is the version 3.6, well, GPT-Chain is not only much more beautiful, but it also is much powerful because it has access to 5 AI chats. In the future, well, GPT-Chain will have a lot more, and even the idea is to have, well, all the chat interfaces automated with this tool. But we can do and accomplish a lot with these interfaces, and I'm going to demo them later in the video. But just so we can understand GPT-Chain like quite easily and fast, I'm going to show you a 3-step prompt chain that I have. That is a very simple one that is perfect for demoing. That in this case, first it generates a poem about an animal being a variable. Then it asks to translate that poem to a specific language. And finally, from that poem, to generate a coloring book page in a Disney Pixar style. So here is where we set up the variables. As you can see, the animal and the language variable, well, here for the first iteration are set up for Dragon and Spanish. But yeah, we can set up as many iterations as we want. This is the way we connect it. In this case, I'm going to choose for ChatGPT and yeah, just run it. So as you can see, I'm not doing anything else. Actually, GPT-Chain is running the chain here at the left and it's doing it automatically. So that way I can explain you what else we have here for the latest update. So yeah, the workflow builder is very much improving. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can adjust, and you can lock the chains for unlocking the edition. Also, we have a minimap that we can enable and disable, and choose the position for the new sidebar that has the following features. The select feature, so I can, for example, take a chain or a specific node or a bunch of nodes here, like this. I can obviously add nodes here this way. We have the start and the end node, but the most important ones are the prompt and the sleepy nodes. Then I can sort the chain so it is, well, more aesthetically pleasing. And yeah, finally I could delete the chain. That's for the sidebar, but here on top I can save the chain, I can stop it, and here I can select it where it should run. As you can see, the coloring book is already done. Now it's just waiting a little bit so it goes to the next iteration. I'm going to show you exactly that. So yeah, so you know that it actually works. Yeah, now it's doing it for, as you can see, the second iteration, but let's just stop it this one. So I just did it, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to save and leave, or leave anyway, it's not that important, and show you the latest improvements in UI. That is, well, as you can see, GPT-Chain now looks a lot more like the site with the proper brand book. And yeah, very much improving in a UI way too. So yeah, guys, prepare to see all the demos that we have for all the chats we have available. So yeah, let's do it. Now I'm going to show you the demo for ChatGPT. So in this case, many of the users or the subscribers of the channel have already seen the ChatGPT connection because it's the default one. But today I'm going to give you some insights about this connection. So for example, here I have already opened the chain we're going to run that first does a deep research market analysis. So let's enable the tool. deep research. Here it is. Then Manus is going to create a pitch deck. And finally, Lovable is going to do an MVP. I have them here, but usually not the best idea to pair a connector with a deep research. It's usually going to do it like simultaneously, and that could take time. So yeah, let's run the chain this way. So first is going to do a research on, in this case, the market topic is AI-powered fitness coaching, and the app type is a SaaS platform. So there it is. Here I gotta start the research, so let's do that. And finally, the last thing to do here is to turn off deep research for the future prompts, and then enable the tools we want to call. That is going to be Lovable and Manus. And then we just gotta wait for the research to be done, and everything else is going to be done automatically. Okay, so it finished. It took a while, about 30 minutes. So first is the research. So it gave us this long document, not that long, but well, uh, a lot of stuff. Then it generated the pitch deck here in Lovable. Sorry, it's here in Manus. So let's check it out. And let's do the same for the Lovable page. Okay, so yeah, I have it over here. Fun. So yeah, it has a lot of stuff, and it's basically a pitch deck as you see it. And then we should have an app based on, let's preview it, on the research and the pitch deck. So let's check it out. It's okay. And yep, here we have it. Pretty cool. So that's it, guys. With a very simple 3-step prompt chain, you can get results like this and automate in about 30 minutes of your time. Okay, so now we're in Claude. The thing about Claude is that the usage is pretty limited, but there's a lot of things that we have available. For example, we have the ability to use skills in mid of a chain and invoke a skill, let's say in step X of a certain chain. We can also use any of these connectors and a bunch more for doing, multi-flow chains. And also, we can work with some features like, for example, design or artifacts. So here we have artifacts. I'm going to create a new artifact because this one, we're going to showcase it that way. So first of all, we're going to set up to do an artifact about a document. In this case, we are searching for a business strategy. This is a very simple chain, actually. And yeah, so the idea is how to jump from churn rate from 4 to 8%. So that's the business problem in this case. And we're going to put Claude to work on it for us. So yeah, we have it over here. It's detected. And yeah, let's run the chain. So it's done. In this case, well, It just simulated data, obviously, because we have not previous context, but let's check what it gave. So first we ask for research. So in this case, we have it over here, I believe. So let's get it open. Well, it made a research in the beginning. I don't know what happened to it. Let's refresh. Okay, but at the end, it created an executive summary about the different actions we can do. So here it is. And yeah, this is the chain in. Okay, now we are in Perplexity. I really like this one actually because we have not only the research connectors that we all know, for example, social, academic, whatever. We have deep research. We have a lot of connectors, other than the previous ones we already saw. And also, which is very cool, we are able to use any of the models. Finally, we're able to do to generate an image also in top of Perplexity. So that's what I'm going to do actually for this one. And finally, infographic. So finally, on all the information, please create an infographic via image generation. Okay, that's perfect. So that's it. We are gonna have it here like this, and we're gonna get rid of that. So yeah, now we have the chain here. Pretty cool. So yeah, there it is. This chain, what does is for thesis. So I mean, you can do a very big extension of this one, but first it maps out the thesis, then it search in the web, then search for academic papers, then search in social, and finally will end up with an image. So in this case, we're researching the impact of generative AI on creative workforce employment. And yeah, the field is technology and society. So yeah, let's connect it to Perplexity. Here it is. It will save before running. Make sure we're here. And yeah, so that's it. So we're back. Basically, the chain did the following. So let's search for the prompts. So yeah, here's searching the web. And yeah, we have a lot of information here, a lot of possible sources. But yeah, you can imagine, I guess. But at the end, the cool thing is that we generated a full infographic about the topic. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so now we're in Gemini. This chain in specific is going to do a research based on YouTube, because yeah, that's the idea. So the research is going to be about AI coding agents, and at the end, it's also going to use an image. Just for reference, yeah, Gemini is a very good tool to use in combination of GPT-Chain because you can use it, well, like without limitations, in all honesty. And yeah, basically take the most out of your subscription because you have a lot of generations with it. And another thing is that we have the Google services. So in this case, that's the reason why we're doing YouTube. And finally, the image. So yeah, let's give it a try. So I'm going to connect it to Gemini in this case, and let's go. Awesome. So now we're here. The image is is horrible. So yeah, probably improve the prompt over here. But actually, the research is pretty good, as you would expect from Gemini and Google services. So yeah, I would like to see the brief. So this is the one-page brief, and yeah, we have a lot of topics. Obviously, we can enhance and expand the chain as we want. And yeah, here we have also some video suggestions that is very cool. So yeah, this is about Gemini. Finally, we're ready for DeepSeek. So here we have it. In this case, the idea is to make a chain for its reasoning. DeepSeek is very good in reasoning. So we need to cut cloud cost 30% without hurting product speed. So Yeah, for this one, it would need like previous inputs. So we are doing a simulation, but yeah, let's put DeepThink, let's enable research, and let's run the chain on top of DeepSeek. So, yep. Okay, it's done. So for this one, there's not much, just we should read. So it offers us 3 concrete steps to execute this week. So pretty good. Step 1, inventory and baseline every cloud resource, eliminate obvious zero traffic resources, and run a right sizing recommendation engine and prioritize. So yeah, that's quite good actually, and that's it for DeepSeek. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video of today. That was it. Each of the chains you saw in the video will be uploading to our template gallery, so you will be able to find it at GPT-Chain /templates, GPT-chat.in/templates. And here are all our templates, and you'll find the ones that I just showed you, and all the other ones will be posting in the future. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys, and hope you enjoy automating your chat interfaces with GPT-Chain. That's it.